All right, let's take a look at the zeros of a function. The zeros of a function are when your graph crosses the x-axis. And another way of saying that is when y equals 0, or when f of x, which is the same thing as saying y, equals 0. So to solve for the zeros of a function, we're going to go ahead and make f of x 0, and go ahead and solve for x. So on this one, we're going to need to factor. We'll have 3x and x. We need to multiply to 10, and then we need to use our combinations to get to positive 1. 5 and 2, one way to multiply to 10. If we put a 2 here and a 5 here, we'll get 5. 3 times 2 is 6. And if we make the 6 positive and the 5 negative, we'll get positive 1. So we want to make this negative and this positive. So to finish this off, we would say 3x plus 5 equals 0, or x equals negative 5/3. Also, x plus 2 equals 0, or x equals negative 2. So our zeros would be negative 5/3, comma 0, or negative 2, comma 0. Let's go ahead and take a look at the second option here, B. We want to find the zeros of root 10 minus x squared. So 0 equals the square root of 10 minus x squared. We'll square both sides and get 0 still equals 10 minus x squared. And if we say x squared equals 10, then x equals plus or minus the square root of 10. So here we have two zeros at plus or minus square root of 10, comma 0. And if you were to graph this function, it does look like that, where we have two zeros of this graph. Last but not least, C, h of t equals 2t minus 3 over t plus 5. Tempted to have two problems here, 2t minus 3 equals 0 and t plus 5 equals 0. But a 0 is when the function turns into 0, not undefined. If we make the bottom equal to 0, then we'd have 0 in the denominator, which makes it undefined. So we are not going to solve for t plus 5 equals 0. If we solve for this equation, we'll move the 3 over, divide by 2, we'll get t equals 3/2. So 3 over 2, comma 0 would be our zeros. Go ahead and try exercise 23 and see if you agree. All right, if you're ready for an answer, here we go. 0 equals, let's go straight to factoring. 2x and x. How do we multiply to 30 and get a difference of 7? How about 5 times 6? If we go 6 over here and 5 over here, we'll get 5. And we'll get 12, negative 12, positive 5. So 2x plus 5 equals 0. X minus 6 equals 0. X equals negative 5 over 2. X equals 6. Negative 5 over 2, comma 0. 6, comma 0.